Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another chat, or another side quest, as I like to say, where we talk about video games with Alexander Magpie.
Hello!
Welcome.
Oh,
Welcome.
there is news.
There is news. Well, there's always news.
News that involves Bobby Kotick, which means we know it's bad.
Yeah, we're going to start off with something which I feel is a good thing.
Yeah, let's start with the good thing before we start laying rip into Actervision.
Mainly because when it was revealed when that it was being worked on, the release date for it at the time, I always felt like that's a bit too soon. So
the frame rate wasn't exactly great.
Yeah, I did feel like maybe that's a little bit too soon. You're really like either going either you're Usain Bolt,
or that's an early build, or you're not going to get it ready.
Yeah, the game's not going to be ready in the time, and that is Gotham Knights has been delayed to 2022, which is around about when we actually talked about it when it was revealed. Yeah. We said it most likely was going to be released in 2022.
Yeah, I think we were on the lines of like,
even though they did say they were going to try and get it out for 2021.
Yeah, we said like at the earliest it'd probably be like Christmas 2021.
But no, it's been pushed back to 2022.
That's fine.
Which is a good thing because
give it time in the oven. Let the programmers have enough time and resources to make the game work well, so that you're not rushing them, so you're not crunching them, so they're not making mistakes and are too tired to notice. That's all I'm asking for, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for. Just treat your staff like they're human beings instead of cattle.
Yeah, and make sure the game works.
Yeah.
I think if Cyberpunk has not taught anyone the importance of making sure a game actually works,
and like it did basically, Cyberpunk did show like doesn't matter how well loved you are by the gaming community. You pull some shit like that, that's it. That bridge, if not burnt to the ground, has some serious damage to repair.
Yeah.
And Warner Brother Games, you ain't got any.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't got any love from the community.
Exactly.
You ain't got any. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada.
It's not just Gotham Knights that has been delayed as well. The Hogwarts Legacy game has also been delayed to, I think that is again as well 2022.
Again, not surprised.
I don't know. I feel like Hogwarts may have been a bit further in development than Gotham Knights.
It might have been, but the thing is like, and I'm not going to go into it, but that game is going to have a lot of fucking shit it has to deal with that does not involve the actual game.
But what this basically means is with this, one obviously means it's a good thing for the game because it's more time in the oven, more as we say, longer in the oven.
Give the testers enough time
to catch more bugs. Gives the developers more time to actually work on it. It's what we want. I would rather have a working game. Yeah. When it comes out.
Here's the thing. When bugs are found, it's never it probably isn't an easy fix most of the time. It usually is. They fix that bug, which then causes a bug somewhere else. So they have to then keep fixing.
What this means for Warner Brothers games is 2022 is a big year for them because they're going to have at least three games coming out next.
Suicide Squad,
Harry Potter, Hogwarts, and now Gotham Knights.
Yeah,
all coming out in the same year. So it'll be a big year, and I think there is still the Gollum game that comes out.
Yeah, they've still got the Gollum game in development out of that one.
So that's 4 games there.
Look, just don't do an EA and put them in competition with each other.
The thing, I would agree with you there, but there is a slight. I would say there's a slight difference.
Oh yeah, there are certain like
the games are different enough. I think,
there's enough differences. The thing is that you don't want to even run the risk of potential conflict.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But like
you know, like what EA did with Titanfall.
Yeah, EA are stupid enough to put up their own bloody first-person shooter against their own first-person shooter. Yes. Like who? Smart Alec thought that was a good idea.
Well, EA wanted to kill Respawn, so like I say, I think Respawn's literally been. I think it's the only company that's literally turned around to EA and gone, "No, you're not fucking eating me. I'm going to give you the biggest indigestion possible." To which EA then went, okay, fine, fuck it, do what you want.
That's all good. This is all good. Of what we've seen of Gotham Knights, it's looking good. At least I like the look of it.
Yeah. Again, there's a couple
I like the idea of the co-op.
Yes, the co-op looks good. The fact that you can team up and do stuff. The one gripe we have is the
the numbers.
The numbers and the hit points.
If you can take that off and you just have a bar, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I want the minimalist HUD.
Yeah.
The Arkham games have. That's what I want. I don't want
more
of this bullshit of just fucking Borderlands numbers.
The Borderlands stuff.
I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't want to go into an area as frigging Nightcrawler. Oh, not Nightcrawler. Nightwing. I've just come home from work. That's my excuse.
Okay, I'm personally offended.
I am. I apologise. I humbly apologise.
I'm personally offended.
Nightwing. I got the first part right.
You mistakenly named Nightwing Nightcrawler. I am personally offended.
I apologise. I am sorry. I am tired from work. See, this is why you don't crunch your stuff because they do mistakes like this.
Yeah, they make silly little mistakes.
And they don't notice it until someone else points it out. And if everyone's in the same condition, then no one's going to notice. I don't want to turn up into an area and get Nightwing absolutely battered to death because he's in an area he's not supposed to be. I don't want level gating. I don't want that.
What I would like, which I think is what they did. It is kind of what they did with Arkham Knight, where basically you could go all over the place. Right?
But everyone leveled up with you.
But it was the specific levels. So you could go into an area which was a specific level.
Yeah.
That would be like easy, medium, hard sort of deal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what they're going to do.
I think if they follow that route, which is the kind of like...
But again, I want the option in the HUD to turn off the health bars, turn off the level counters, turn off the hit points numbers.
Yes.
I want to turn all that shit off. I want to just see my energy bar and that's it.
I don't mind seeing the bosses energy.
Well, yeah, because they're bosses.
I don't mind seeing the bosses health bar. I don't need to see a grunt's health bar because the stronger you get, the less
meaningful
efforts that you're going to go into them. It's just going to, I can take you down in one punch.
My point being is I just want bosses. I understand because most bosses will have multi phases and you use the energy bar to figure out when the next phase is coming in, sort of thing. But bosses having energy bars is a perfectly fine thing.
Just get rid of the numbers.
Yeah, just get rid of the numbers. Just do that.
No numbers, please.
No numbers.
Or at least give me the option to turn them off.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to put them in, fine, but give me the option to turn them off. Please, thank you, great. Warner Brothers, you can have that for free.
I would like this to be as close to the Arkham games
as possible.
Even though it's not
also,
part of the Arkhamverse, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Also, here's an idea. Give us Damian Wayne as well.
He might be a DLC character.
He might be. I don't care, but I want Red Hood and Damian Wayne.
Because to be fair, the Robin that we've got here, that is Tim Drake's sort of Red Robin look.
Yeah.
That's not his Robin look.
No, that's his Red Robin look.
Yeah. So
we may have Damian Wayne.
To be
perfectly honest, if they're not going to put in the number one,
I fucking love Damian Wayne, man.
The number one shitlord known as Damian Wayne.
He's my boy.
Oh, he's glorious. Some people you need to read Super Sons.
I need what I really want is either a Super Sons TV show or a Super Sons movie. I really want one. Just add Shazam in there somewhere. Because I think Billy Batson, Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent all together in one room.
The nerd, the fucking edgelord, and the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
Again, Warner Brothers. You can send our check in the mail. You got one freebie off us. That one's going to cost you. I'd
be down to that. I'd be down to watch that. Just straight up. You can make that as a movie, Warner Brothers. You don't even have to pay me. There's an idea for you.
No.
There's an idea for the next Shazam movie. There you go. Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent
show up just for the, out of the fucking.
I mean, I don't know how you're going to put Jonathan Kent in there with Superman being dead and all, and then coming back to life, and he's only just come back alive. So I mean, there's a giant time skip there. Yeah. But I'm sure you can work it out. You've got Flashpoint coming along. There you go.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Flashpoint did it.
Yeah. I mean, hell, that's what the comics did.
Anyway, enough about that. Shall we move on to? Let's move on to some scummy shit, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Bring out your pitchforks and torches.
Activision fires basically their entire esports side.
Yeah.
Even though they made a ridiculous profit this year.
Well, yeah, but the esports doesn't make them the ridiculous profit, so they don't give a shit.
Of course, it wasn't going to make them any. This is the thing about this one that generally really annoys me about it. Is like, oh, esports. I can understand if like they were a company that was like in peril. Like, they needed to save as much money as they possibly could.
Yes, but then Bobby Kotick wouldn't get his bonus.
Hold on. Let me finish. I can understand all that. I can understand, like, look, esports, unfortunately, it's not working out for us. We need to cut costs. Esports is gone. Right? Wait. But Activision made a lot of money last year.
Yes.
A stupid amount of money. Even more money than they usually make.
Yes.
Right? And, of course, esports wasn't going to make them much money this year because of, the pandemic that happened.
Yes.
Esports was never going to make as much money as it should do.
Yes. But
like, what were they thinking?
But here's the thing. Esports is not necessarily the method of making money. Esports is the method of getting said game into the public space.
Yeah, that's true.
Which makes other people play the game, which makes them spend money on the game, which makes them money. That's what the whole point. Any major friggin' tournament in the world is solely about putting bums on seats to watch said event.
So, here we are. So it's not just esports, of what I've just read. It's not just esports. It's it was only 50 employees who handled esports programming, so they've still got their esports division. It's just not as large as it was. This still is a very puzzling thing because they've been putting a lot of effort into making the whole Call of Duty League thing.
Yeah, but it's not
a thing.
But again, we're talking. You see, the problem is The problem is that because Overwatch was an instant success with its esports, Activision went, well, we're going to do that with Call of Duty. And that's going to be an instant success. No, it's not. The reason why Overwatch was an instant success because there was nothing fucking like it at the time.
It wasn't like an actual league system.
You would have thought they would have learned this lesson when they tried it with friggin' Heroes of the Storm. And it wasn't an instant success. Well, yeah, one, your game wasn't as good as Dota 2 or League. And two, you need to fucking work at it.
Yeah.
Like, there is a reason why everyone goes on about Daigo's perfect parry at Evo. Because you never see it happen like that. It's like, you have to, like, and that wasn't the first Evo that it happened at. They did multiple Evos. And then they just started building up on these moments that happened.
Yeah.
These amazing moments. And that's why Evo now is as... Well, I don't know. We'll find out how important Evo is when it comes around.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that we needed. I forgot that we needed to talk about.
Evo's been announced.
No, it hasn't been announced.
No, they've announced some of the games, haven't they?
They have, but the big announcement is the fact that they got bought.
Oh really? I didn't know.
Sony.
Oh yes, yes, you did tell me that. To which we went, really?
Yeah, it's a bit odd. This is
what's so weird, right? When you go esports and you think of like the biggest esports in Korea, where is like the number one place for esports, South Korea. What's the one of the biggest things there?
Stargate.
StarCraft 2.
StarCraft. I said
StarCraft. See, easily done, isn't it?
It is.
StarCraft, and like Activision Blizzard have been slowly but surely pulling away from actually spending money.
But that's because it's Korea.
No. On all of their esports stuff, they've slowly been cutting back.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, the Overwatch League is a bit. I still watch the Overwatch League, but it's a bit meh. Also, Overwatch can go bite a fucking. Oh god, I don't know what they've done to that game with the most recent patch, but like, I do no damage whatsoever with anyone now. It's just like, what the fuck? I hit an entire clip of Soldier's rifle into Mercy. She still wasn't dead. I was like, this is not right. Something's wrong here.
Like, yeah, Mercy's. This is the thing, like, Mercy, Tracer, and them are supposed to... If you put a full clip into Mercy or Tracer, they're supposed to be dead. Let's all be honest. That's what's supposed to happen.
They're squishy characters. They're supposed to die very easily.
They are supposed to be squishy characters. What? Because all the Mercy for players, you are...
I am a predominantly Mercy player.
You're a Mercy main.
Yeah.
Like, I've never complained that I was killing Mercy too quickly.
Yeah.
Or Tracer. Tracer was a
the thing
fucking
is,
arsehole.
I've never complained that Mercy died so quickly. Like I'm good enough with Mercy that I know how to dodge, get out, in and out of dodge to heal people and all that sort of stuff.
I think Overwatch is going through the same thing that World of Warships is going through, which is basically they're trying to make it easier for the vast majority
for more players.
For more players, so having a character that just instantly dies, doesn't help. I would argue that if you made your fucking random heroes mode actually make composite teams so that people could actually figure out how to use characters instead of just going, well, this team gets all tanks, this team all gets support. Oh, do you want the high DPS support? No, these old guys have got tanks. We want this team to win. But yeah, World of Warships is going for the same thing. They've done a massive rework to the commander skills. Now, myself, I am I'm an aggressive diva player. Mm-hmm. I'm usually smash mouth, in your face. Deal with me, I'm a problem. Type of diva player. I like getting rough and tumble in the melee of the thing. And in World of Warships, I kind of like me brawling battleships.
Yeah.
I like going into the melee, making sure I don't run into torpedoes, and going toe-to-toe with the opposition battleships. I enjoy that. But with the changes to the commander skill tree, I can't do that anymore. Because everyone gets a commander, everyone has to pick the commander that gives them extra fucking aim ability when they're 20 fucking kilometers away. Does it affect close range accuracy? Does it? Fuck, your shells instantly leave the barrel and go into the sea. Hence the reason why it's been a while since I've last played.
Yeah, I did. I honestly do not know what Activision have done, Blizzard have done to Overwatch. I don't understand what the whole thing is. Basically now, the only way I get kills is if I'm Widow. So I've now become the one thing that I hate on
a camping
Overwatch.
Sniper.
A camping fucking sniper. I hate it. I absolutely hate them. But I have to be it because it's the only way I do anything in that game now. Yeah. I have to be that guy that just stands at the back and just takes pot shots at people. And just like, doot. I got the most kills in one game and I literally didn't move. I didn't move a single line.
In a game that's mostly about mobility.
Yeah, I was just like...
That's a problem.
God. The only thing that's worse is like Reaper players now. Reaper's the fucking worst. Reaper is the scum of all.
I still hate the fact that they went, you know what? You know this risk-reward mechanic we have for Reaper where he kills someone and then goes and steals their soul to regain health? Yeah, let's just have him has his guns regenerate him.
It's not a bad thing. I actually agree with the whole guns regenerate. I feel like it's the fact that his health regenerates so much is where the problem is.
Yeah, the problem is that his before his change, his hard counter
was D.Va.
And it was a case of like D.Va could just out DPS Reaper.
Yeah.
And that's why D.Va was the hard counter, because she had enough health to deal with the damage Reaper dished out, but also had enough DPS at close range, which Reaper has to do, to kill Reaper. Now with the regeneration health, Reaper's a tank.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing that annoys me the most. It's like when it was the soul thing, it was a risk reward. It was like, yeah, you've got the kill, there's a chance for you to heal up, but it means you're staying in combat for those extra 2-3 seconds.
Yeah.
Which means you may die, but it's the risk reward thing. If you get that health, then you can stay in the fight for longer. And Reaper was always a threat, because if you a good Reaper player was accurate enough to deal serious damage to anyone. The only reason why D.Va was because she had the shield and missiles and her guns. Her guns up close were fucking ridiculous. But they changed it, and then Reapers could just stand still in the middle of a fucking fight, fire away until he had his ultra, use his ultra, and then had full health.
Oh, sorry.
Gesundheit.
Oh, I'm gonna.
That's the thing. It took away. They dumbed down a lot of characters. There was no more risk reward. There was no more like meaningful choices that you had to make.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the characters are not hard to master anymore.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe like Hanzo, Genji, Widow.
Yeah,
those
if
ones
you
who
learn the
really
mechanic,
need
that's
to-
it. You're going to be good with them. If you learn the mechanic of how to use them, then that's it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of characters like Sigma. I just cannot get my head around.
I'm actually pretty good with
I cannot
Sigma.
get my
Sigma
head around
is
his,
just
attack.
Is just defense. You just put up barriers and just.
I know, but like, how the fuck does he throw his things and do damage? I don't know.
You basically fling him off walls and stuff like that.
Right.
You use the environment.
Right.
To,
okay.
Because basically they rebound off things, so you can just chuck them straight at the opponent.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
But
I would like to be able to learn that.
If somebody goes around the corner, you can fling the thing at the wall, and it for a little bit of a distance it will. Ricochet. So depending on how it hits the wall, obviously depends on which way it ricochets, but you can still hit them. Yeah, that's basically what he is. He is more of a sort of like get the fuck away from me character.
Yeah.
Than he doesn't do a lot of damage, but a lot of his attacks will do sort of like a pushback.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like a just get away.
Zone control.
Yeah, he's also quite good at keeping people in one spot so that your other characters can pick them off.
Right. Okay.
That's basically what he is. The problem is, because he looks a lot like Reinhardt, a lot of players, what I found, a lot of players use him like Reinhardt. And it's like, no, don't do that.
No, I've never tried to use him as Reinhardt. It's like, Reinhardt is...
He is really good teamed up with Reinhardt, though. Because Reinhardt's just... I fucking love Reinhardt, man.
Well, the thing is, it's like, you can use Sigma's shield when Reinhardt's shield is down, and then keep swapping, which is really cool. But I think that's what's happening, because I've noticed a lot of like characters which had like unique and interesting risk reward mechanics, like Reaper. They're taking them away and just putting in like something passive, so that it doesn't you don't have to actually do anything. Yeah. Like Torbjorn. Torbjorn used to be... I used to love old Torbjorn before the change. Before it was like he instantly gets his second turret. He doesn't throw out armor anymore.
Oh yeah.
I used to love Torbjorn. That was me. That was it. It was literally like, okay, Torbjorn, armor. I would spend the vast majority of the fight just giving armor to people, and then every now and then headshotting someone with his arc. The arc on that thing was beautiful. His gun is beautiful with his arc.
Yeah.
Oh, cross the thing.
It's great.
But now it's like, well, he just has his R2 just turns everything. It is his old Ultra.
Yeah.
And now he has this thing that denies area. I mean, I don't mind that change where it's like an aerial denial thing. I don't mind that per se. But like, there's no risk reward for him. There's no risk. There's no character in Overwatch right now that has a risk reward thing. Like,
I'm trying to think.
There isn't one.
No, don't think so.
They're all of them that have been either turned into passives, or have been removed and changed completely. And it just, it makes it easier for that character to be learned, but it dumbs it. There's a way to make the character easier to play and not dumb it down. And Blizzard have just decided to dumb them down.
Yes, anyway, we've got a little bit of sidetrack there.
We're talking about Activision Blizzard because
shall we get back to the whole fact that they've sacked a load?
Yes.
Hold on. They've got to hear how many they've sacked.
It's like 150 people.
190 employees have released.
Because why?
Which it turns out to be less than 2% of their total workforce. But that's still nearly 200 people.
They made a profit.
Yeah.
They made a profit. They could afford to keep those people. They could afford to keep those people. That's the thing. It's like they.
Wow, that's.
Why would anyone? Go on.
So these people have been let go.
Yeah.
So, in the US, it's part of like their thing whenever you let someone go, you have to give them 90 days severance pay.
Yeah.
And if they get health benefits, they get health benefits for like a year.
Yeah.
Right? That's part of like the rule.
Yeah.
But also, Activision are giving the people that they've let go a $200 gift card to BattleNet.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, we're just gonna let you go. Your future is now not secure. You may have a wife and kids that you need to feed, and all the stuff that comes with that. A roof to keep over your head, probably.
But it's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Here's $200 for BattleNet
to buy the games you used to work on.
Activision, man. That is actually, you know what? That deserves a slow clap of stupidness. That's going to be our thing now. Whenever we find something stupid, it's going to get the slow clap of stupidness.
Activision. If I was your employee,
that was a good idea.
If I was your employee and you gave me my 90 days notice, and then went, by the way, here's a $200 BattleNet voucher. I wouldn't be going home because I'd be arrested for assault.
It's so fucking stupid.
That is the most insulting thing you could have fucking done. Like, how full up your own ass do you have to be to think that's a good send-off? Especially when, they're not retiring. These people are not retiring. You are firing them because you didn't make a lot. You didn't make more money than you wanted.
Activision Blizzard, known for franchises including Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, gave an optimistic outlook for this year and next, and said it expects to hire 3,000 people in 2021. Then why did you let go?
Why did you let go 100? Why didn't you?
By the way, this is not people who've retired. This is people that have literally been let go. It's not.
They've been fired.
Retiring and leaving.
They've been
company.
fired, but not for
They've just been let go.
Yeah, basically the company have gone. We want to make more money, so we're letting you go. That's what they've done, and then they're gonna hire 3,000 people. Correct me, please. Can someone tell me what Bobby Kotick does? Because I'm serious in believing I could do a better job than Bobby Kotick. Because
did he not? I think he bought them like a very long time.
No, I think he was. He's been in charge of Activision for a long time.
No, that's what I mean.
I don't think he bought them. I think, but seriously. Someone needs to come up with the answer to this question. What does Bobby Kotick do? Because apart from getting a massive bonus and being happy with people being let go, I don't see what the fuck he does that benefits Activision Blizzard. I really don't. He doesn't do anything that he doesn't. You know, like. No, seriously, someone needs to answer that question. Someone in the internet needs to know.
He takes the money.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what he does.
So he's a parasite.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's a parasite. Activision Blizzard, you have a parasite. It's called Bobby Kotick. Because all he does is take and he doesn't give anything back. That's it. I see no benefit.
Apparently, was it not like in some of the investors were not happy with the fact that Bobby Kotick was getting
his £200 million
yeah,
bonus.
something about that. There has been something about that.
Yes, the investors are not happy, but the thing is, though, the investors then just look around at their share price and go, "Oh, right, fine."
Yeah, that's true. I know something's happened about Bobby Kotick getting his it's in his contract that he gets so much.
Yeah, if the company makes so much profit,
he gets like.
Which means they're going to make that profit now that they've let those 400.
Oh yeah, that's
people.
why.
That's why they let him go. That's why they let him go, so that they could make their money.
So Bobby Kotick could get the bonus.
No benefit, no actual benefit to the company. No, like cutting down on the wage bill or streamlining because they're going to hire another 3,000 people. People that they'll probably be on temporary contracts so that they can kick them out as soon as the financial year comes to an end. They can kick them out onto the street.
Yes, so they can say they're making a profit.
Yes. because by the end of the financial year, they will have whipped those people so hard that they will be useless to anyone else.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm serious. I'm deadly serious when I say this. I could probably do a better job than Bobby Kotick, and I would probably just sit there not knowing what the fuck to do. The reason why I'd be better is because I wouldn't be taking as much money as he does.
Yeah. It's mind-boggling.
Capitalism. Yay.
Okay.
I know, and they want, and you know what? These capitalists wonder why capitalism gets a bad name.
I know, right?
They wonder why.
But the thing is, it's not even real capitalism, really.
No, it's fake capitalism. I class it as fake capitalism. It's greed. It's greed pretending to be capitalism because, like I've said before on this show, I believe a true capitalist would look at the long game, not the next 12 months, not the next fucking financial quarter. No. Like, can we sustain this growth for 10 years? No. Then we're not going to do this shit. We're going to do the stuff that is sustainable and is realistic.
Yeah.
You know, because if we do the bullshit short-term thing, eventually that mountain is going to reach a top. And usually, it's not a slow fall.
Yeah. But anyway, shall we move on?
We shall move on.
Let's move on.
We've bashed on Activision Blizzard for enough.
Anybody fans of Genshin Impact will...
we are.
Because we are, which is why we're talking about this. 1.4 just dropped. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying the new stuff to do. I'm desperately trying to get the harp thing so that I can start making music on there.
I think I just need to do today's drops of the musical thing, and I have enough because I haven't spent any.
You've got to do all of it first. So you got to wait for the other ones to drop.
Oh, do you?
And then you can buy it. Yeah.
Well, no, it's
no. Right, it's only so much, but because I tried to buy it because I had enough. You've got to. It said you can only be done after this thing, so you got to wait for them all to drop.
Right.
Do them all, and then you can buy it with the.
Oh well, that's
but
fine.
It's fine. I've already got enough for it anyway.
I'm not going to spend any until I have it. That's the first thing I'm going to buy. So
it's no, and then I'm going to start making random music videos for YouTube on it. I'm just going to be. That's going to be my channel. It's just going to be Genshin Impact loot music.
Why not?
Why not? But anyway, obviously 1.4 and unfortunately, not even a day after 1.4 dropped. I think it was like 12 hours after it actually dropped. Leaks for 1.5 was popping up everywhere.
There is enough people thirsty for Genshin Impact news. Yes, we know.
I'm one of them.
Just could you let us enjoy the new stuff first before you decide to fucking throw out what's coming up next? Because I'm sorry, but anything 1.5 is too early for it to be like a done sure thing to be in 1.5.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
it's gonna be at most in the final testing stage, if not early testing stage, which means that if it doesn't work, it's not gonna go in.
So basically, I always pronounce their name wrong. MiHoYo.
Yeah.
They've basically come out and just been sort of like, please. They're just asking fans to resist the temptation to look at the leaks, because the reason why these leaks are getting out so quickly is because there's demand for them.
Yeah, because like people, there are YouTube channels.
Because obviously they want some surprises. To which reminds me, because one of the leaks for 1.5, which I don't know whether or not to say.
Is it story related?
No. Well, it might be, but I don't think so.
Oh, just leave it as a surprise.
Yeah, it's a nice surprise. But I don't remember if I told you about the Final Fantasy 14, the new expansion. What's coming with it?
I think you did. Yeah.
It's like we get our own farm and we can just Stardew Valley it up as much as. Yes, we did. I remember now. Yes, we did talk about this. Okay, right. But yeah, but that was an official release thing. So yeah, that was an official release. That might not be in this. It's just some random things talking. But yeah, they've just been asking people to say such behaviour not only disrupts our plans to develop and promote the new version, but also causes some travellers to have misconceptions about the content of the new version, which is very true, because
like I said,
all we're seeing is pictures.
Yeah.
Or like a little bit of footage of things.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, also like it's like not greenlit. It's
exactly.
Still in the testing phase. They may turn around and go, do you know what? This isn't what we actually want. This isn't working the way we want it to, so we're going to drop it. Like, for the Wind Festival, there could have been a kite racing.
Yeah.
You know, there could have been a kite racing thing for the Wind Festival. But there isn't one. So, just let them work on the game. Let them, come up with cool stuff.
Or at least let Rosaria actually get out first.
Yeah.
She's not even out yet.
She's not even out yet. We haven't had the entirety of 1.4 yet.
Yeah.
Like, we've still got a couple of the story missions to come out, as well as all the other side missions to come out.
We've got to finish the festival, because the festival
is only like 2 days old. Just hold your fucking horses, guys. Let us go through the content that we've got.
Just calm yourselves
down.
Calm yourselves.
Just heal. God damn it.
So yeah, they basically just asked for all travellers to resist looking at the leaks and maintain a fair gaming environment.
To be honest, I really only watched the
I watched the official
one release
because I prefer.
And then if I want to go further, I'll watch like people's reactions and what they think of the new stuff. Because, like I said, I'll repeat myself because I want this message to get out. Just because it's in the testing phase now does not mean it'll be in the end product.
Yeah.
It may break something that they don't realise until like 2 weeks from now, and then have to drop it. I mean, hell, Anthem wasn't even a fucking level when they showed off Anthem on E3.
Exactly.
Even the team working on it didn't know that was Anthem.
So yeah,
just calm the fuck down.
Just slow.
We've got at the moment plenty of stuff to do with 1.4.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff to do. There's tons of stuff to do anyway.
I know, but
I'm still leveling up my bloody characters. God, I've got so many.
Yeah, there's the leveling. Like I say, I'm focusing solely on my A team. I need to start focusing on figuring out what my B team is, because of the Abyss Tower.
Yeah, I'm
at the point where it's at 2 teams.
Yeah,
now,
I've got.
And I'm like, okay, I need to figure out.
Yeah.
I need to figure out my teams.
I've got 2 teams at the moment. I've got my main team, which is the one I use all the time.
Yeah.
And then I've got my second team, which is Diluc, Zong, Ganyu, and Zhao. So that's a pretty mean team.
That's a pretty beastly team.
Because it's just simply get Zong, put the shield up,
and then just
switch
go
to Diluc, switch to Diluc,
and then it's all damage.
To hit everybody. Then switch to Zhao to do his sliding wind attack.
Switch to Ganyu to use her ultimate, and then switch back to
then switch back to Zong to put the shield back up. And if there's a mob, because I've given Zong the spear with the more enemies there are, the more damage you do.
Yeah.
So they just stick on Zong and just have
I have, like I say, I haven't got a B team, but my A team is at the moment Barbara, Dulik, Fischl, and Ganyu.
Yeah.
Because they just all complement themselves so much, and especially with Ganyu, because I've got her bow that instantly resets her.
Yeah.
Her R2. So her ultimate is just constantly going off. It's great.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I generally just want Rosaria out now because Rosaria is my waifu. It's just that's my thing.
At least she's a purple, so you got a better chance again.
I've got a better chance again, and I might not have to pull so much
hard
to get her. I'm just saving up Pyro Gems now to get her. That's literally it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Venti. I am actually trying to get Venti.
Hasn't worked so far.
Hasn't worked so far. The thing is like
I managed to get.
I want them to keep adding like the like little side missions that give you pomegranates, because I think if they just up the amount just a tiny little bit, I think it'd be a nice balance between the ones you get for free and then paying for more.
Yeah.
To get more pulls. I think it just needs a little tweak. Apart from that, though, like I think I'm pretty happy with where the game is at the moment.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. The monetization is a little bit stacked.
It's a free to play game. It's a gacha free to play game.
It's a free to play game. All I'm saying is like the monetization is a little bit stacked.
It could be worse.
It could be worse, but
it could be worse. It could be Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah, exactly. So
it could be Dungeon Keeper.
It's not the worst.
It could be the Star Wars gacha game.
Yeah. Good God. But anyway, that's enough.
Or it could be the Final Fantasy gacha game.
Okay, shall we talk about the Square Enix showcase?
Yes. Yes.
That
I might as well. Let's get the Square Enix thing out of the way.
Okay, right. So there was a Square Enix showcase.
Yes.
That happened, and to be fair, there wasn't a lot.
There wasn't a lot, but there were some interesting things.
There were some interesting things. So we'll go through things.
I think we start with Avengers.
Yes, let's talk. No. Let's talk about. Let's get through the mobile rubbish first.
I'd rather not.
So first off, they announced they basically the good thing, or at least the one that looked good, was that Space Invaders.
Oh, the AR
game.
The AR Space Invaders. Yeah, that
looked pretty.
That
cool.
actually looked pretty interesting and it takes advantage of what the mobile market does. Like it takes what the So an AR. We didn't see it actually in.
Yeah, we didn't actually see an in-game thing, but I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a cool concept, and I like it when they try and do something like that.
Yeah,
like AR is especially it seems to be AR is in the mobile.
Well, the mobile gaming is probably the best thing for AR.
Yeah,
right?
but the thing is, it seems to be woefully underused.
Yeah.
At least it feels like it, because we're not massive mobile gamers, so we don't know. Because I tend to avoid the Google Play Store like the plague, because
that store is so
awful,
so weird.
It's
anyway,
awful. It's awful.
So,
it's almost as bad as the Windows game store.
So you had that. Then you had the Just Cause mobile game that's coming, which I don't generally understand what that's going to do, because I mean we didn't get any gameplay of it. We just got
right. Here's the thing, right, with the trailer, it felt like the only thing they took away from Just Cause was all the batshit craziness.
Yeah.
The problem is that Just Cause series, yes, there's a lot of batshit craziness. After all, Rico rode a missile on one of them.
Yes.
The thing is like it's split up. It's I'd probably say Just Cause 3 is the best example, but it's split up between like the wackiness, the combat, and the puzzle solving. And the puzzle solving in Just Cause is usually how ingeniously can you blow this base up? I love it. I once blew a base up using nothing but tethers on a single ball of hydrogen. It was great. Knocked it off. Flew down into the rest of the base and then blew up. It was great. It was glorious. Well, that's the thing. That's the fun. That's like, and it feels like they at least the trailer feels like all they took away from the Just Cause series is it's wacky fun bullshit. Look at them all missiles, and this guy's a bad guy. Oh, he's been thrown into this thing that blows up, and wacky shit.
So there was that. Again, no gameplay, so we can't really say.
Yeah, we don't know how it's really actually going to play.
It was just
it's
a
mobile. It seems to be a mobile multiplayer
thing.
That doesn't sound good.
And then obviously they announced the Hitman Sniper game, which again that could be an AR game.
It might be, yeah, because all we saw was the
right.
trailer, not actually any gameplay. So depending on how that works, it could be good. Could be interesting.
It could be alright, but again, I'm not.
It's not. The thing is, though, the problem is that you're not Agent 47, therefore you are not as good.
Yeah. Then this isn't an order. This is just what I'm putting in order of importance.
In order of interesting.
Yeah. So that was the least important. Next, we basically had Bubble Bobble. It's back.
Yeah, I remember playing Bubble Bobble on the Amiga.
If you know who Bubble Bobble is, you are old. It's just that's it. You're an old gamer. That's just how it is. But I saw that and I just thought, you know what, that's fucking mint.
It's Bubble Bobble.
After that,
nostalgia is always. It's not necessarily always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing.
It's coming to PS4 and Switch.
Sweet.
Which is nice. I'd probably get it for the Switch if I'm honest.
Yes.
It seems more like a Switch game.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got because it's like an anniversary of Tomb Raider this year, isn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say the 25th.
Maybe something like that. But we've got the definitive Survivor trilogy.
Is it not the 20? No, it might be the 30th. I don't know. No, I want to say 96 was the first Tomb Raider, which makes this the 25th.
Yeah,
25th anniversary.
So
there are people who are playing Tomb Raider games that are actually now younger than the series.
Yep.
Just to point that out.
So they announced the definitive Survivor trilogy, which is the
latest trilogy,
the latest 3 games,
which started off well.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the new Tomb Raider, so I'm not that bothered.
Yeah, neither am I. I think my biggest complaint is the fact that the first one did the job of taking Lara Croft as an inexperienced person and having to go through a bunch of shit to become a more confident person, and like the beginnings of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And then the second game basically did the exact same thing.
Yeah, my thing is like she's not Lara Croft.
And then the third game basically did the same thing. Yeah,
she's not Lara Croft. She's not.
Well, no, the thing is, right at the end of the third one, she is like there's hints to the first Tomb Raider game.
Yeah.
It basically.
I know.
It basically goes right. It basically goes. Yeah, this is the first Tomb Raider game. This literally leads into.
I know,
Tomb Raider.
but like
the killing T-Rex with 2 pistols. Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I know. But that character is not Lara Croft.
Yes.
Right.
I think the problem. That's the problem.
She's not. I need my sassy, gun-wielding tomb archaeologist lass back. I'm not really asked what she wears, if that's what your problem is. Just give me Lara Croft with the 2 pistols and the fact that she doesn't really...
She takes no shit
She takes
from
no
no
shit
one.
from anybody. And she's just sort of like, yeah, whatever, just fuck it. I'm just going to shoot this thing. It's just, please give me that back. Please.
Can we have...
I miss that Lara Croft.
Yeah, I think if the series had gone on and basically had if the second, I'm gonna start again because my words are getting mixed up. If they had continued the series and basically rebooted the first Tomb Raider game, like remade it but in their engine,
yeah,
I think a lot of people's complaints about the trilogy, the last trilogy, might not have stuck because they would have gone, okay, fine, we've now got badass sassy Lara Croft.
Yeah.
We've got, the Tomb Raider, the lass who gives no shits and takes no shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think that a lot of complaints because it's like, yeah, okay, we can put up with all that. We can put up with all that because this is what, you know what, for Lara Croft to go through all that shit, she deserves to be the number one badass who takes nothing from no one. Like, she went through 3 games of that crap. Yeah, she can backsass the blowing queen for all we care.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe not the queen.
Maybe a minor role then.
After that, we had Outriders. Basically, just another little trailer because Outriders is out very soon. It looks really cool.
It's a cover shooter where basically being in cover, you're doing it wrong.
Then they did. For me, next importance, they showed off Marvel Avengers because Avengers is actually getting an actual next gen upgrade very soon. But they also showed off. Well, they basically showed off who the next character is going to be, which is Black Panther, which is exactly what we said it was going to be. Yep. And they are doing what we said they should do.
Called it!
It looks like we're going to Wakanda.
Wakanda!
Which is good.
Yes, I'm just worried it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, I am as well, because if I'm honest, this is a game that I don't want it to die.
Yeah, I don't, neither do I. I don't want games to fucking fail. I didn't want Anthem to fail as bad as it did, but you know.
Oh no! After I played that beta, I was like, no, this is nose
I didn't play the
into
beta.
the ground. I played that beta, and I was like, this is going to nose dive into the ground.
I did not.
So hard.
I did not play the beta. Though.
I know you didn't, but I did.
But, like, I played friggin' Mass Effect Andromeda, I didn't want that to be the hellhole that was.
Oh god, that game. Not a big
concept. The thing is like the concept is so good. Like everything's gone to shit, and you're the only person that can fucking fix it. And even then, you're not the person that was supposed to fix it.
Yeah.
Because the person that was supposed to fix it, your father, he's dead.
So, they also gave us a roadmap where they're showing off some new stuff. My problem with basically because they showed off the Hawkeye. Number one, Hawkeye looks awful.
Yes.
And I'm not a fan of Hawkeye in the first place. But Hawkeye looks awful.
I mean, let's all be honest. It's a superhero game. You should not be giving them their default costume is casual wear. That is not the way to go.
Why is he in a t-shirt and jeans and sneakers? Why is that his...
The Crystal Dynamics are just continuing on with their unbelievably, like, poor choices in costumes.
Yeah.
Like for example, the fucking Avengers on release, it was like, oh, they're the movie Avengers, but not.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great.
Just fantastic. They also showed off like the new area, which was I'm gonna just gonna say it's very brown.
Yes.
And if you've ever watched any of these videos, you know my feelings on very brown games.
Yeah, I think, here's the thing. When we're talking about we're going to Wakanda, that's down the fucking line.
That's right. There's actually no date.
Yeah, there's no date.
They showed off a roadmap, and that wasn't even on the roadmap.
Yeah.
So...
the next thing is apparently, the... dystopian future.
Yeah, we've got Maestro Hulk. Looks like he's going to be the bad guy, which is fine. At least they're doing something.
But again, the problem is I didn't see any new character models for enemies. Yeah, they were all the same models, the same heavy mechs and same boring ass.
Abomination's back as a boss, but Taskmaster's back as a boss.
Yeah, not even new villains. What?
At least that's what they showed off in the trailer. Other than Maestro Hulk, there really wasn't nothing new.
Yeah, there was nothing new shown. That's what makes me. What makes me worry is the massive complaints about Avengers is that there's very the end game content is non-existent. The only way you can make that worse is if you recycle it.
Yeah.
And what do you do in your trailer for the next bit with new stuff in? Oh, we're going to show you Taskmaster. We've already fought him 3 times.
And Abomination. But no, not just Abomination this time. 2 abominations.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Cloning for someone like a clone. Yeah, it's like they're gonna have a new danger room type thing.
Yeah.
With special mechanics in that, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, but
you
really need to be adding new shit.
Yeah, it's so. Hopefully, it can keep going. I'm going to keep an eye on this because I've been keeping an eye on this since way back when. Actually, before the game came out. Actually, we've been
again. I know we really shouldn't, but I'm comparing this to fucking Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact's just released its bloody winter wind festival.
Yeah,
and it has what they've added. They've added music.
Yeah, they've got music with an instrument that you can eventually
a rhythm
buy.
based. They've added a rhythm based game, a challenge room, I've granted the challenge room and the other like the balloon thing. Like
a shooting range, a challenge room, and a rhythm based game.
Yeah,
they've added those 3 things.
Yeah, I know. They're probably not going to go. They're going to go away at the end of the event, but they're new.
Yeah. But if you think about it, with the rhythm-based game, if you get enough to buy the loot, you can just keep making music. The shooting-based game, you get a balloon that you can shoot whenever you want, and it's like a party thing.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I'm
not
sure about the challenge.
You've got that, right? Which they've also included new story levels. They've also included let's all be honest. Dating simulator.
Yeah, the hangout events.
The hangout events. Dating simulator.
To which at the moment I've decided that I'm dating Noelle. I've got all the endings, and one of the endings is like proper cute where she doesn't realise what a rose means.
Yes, I know, it's so good.
And I'm just sort of like, oh, that's adorable.
That is adorable.
That's adorable. And I've got the picture. And that's now going to be my background, I think. Because it's just adorable. It's just adorable. Oh, Noelle, I just want to pat you on the head. Bless you.
So you've got that, and then you've got
you've got
Avengers, where it's like all the enemies are the same, the combat's the same. There's not many new mechanics, and the boss you decide to show is Taskmaster. I'm not peeved. I can't speak properly.
Yeah, my worry is that because there's no real date on the whole Black Panther Wakanda
it may be too late.
Expansion, like there's a big gap between, if you look at the roadmap, there's a big gap between when this comes out and whenever the expansion's coming out. So like, are you still going to have players by this point?
Yeah, the problem
because as much as Black Panther's cool and all, you're not going to get your players back. Just because of Black Panther,
if your game,
I'm going to give Avengers till the Wakanda expansion drops, and if Wakanda hasn't done it, it's the same shit, but with a new skin. Yeah. Then
that's it.
I think I'm just going to drop Avengers. I'm only keeping up with it because it's just something that we talk about a lot, and we've been following it since day one. Yeah, so
it's weird. We've been following it since day one, and we've never actually been like gushing about it.
No, I don't.
We've always had our issues with the Avengers game. Like,
yeah,
it's from the moment they announced it was a live service.
Yeah.
We've had issue. I mean, like some people have said, like the one thing they've done to torpedo themselves the most is probably make Spider-Man a PlayStation exclusive. Is he out yet?
No.
When's he out?
I have no idea.
Like, I understand the reasoning behind it because Sony have the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
On all other platforms apart from the comics, because Marvel own the comics. Because Marvel owned by Disney. So I understand the reasoning behind it. Like, but it's like you are killing your frigging game. And especially since the stuff that we know is coming, that we know that will be released and has a date and actually we've seen actual like gameplay footage. That stuff does not look too different to what we've already got. And I'm really...
I mean, you may get like some extra story missions, but other than that, I can't really see there being much difference. And that's all the really difference you're going to get is maybe it's some story missions.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I was like, we already know. Just looking at it, that probably the mission structure is still going to be the same.
Oh yeah, the mission structure is going to be
exactly.
the same.
So like, I'm not going to give a fucking shit.
Exactly. But what was after that? So enough about Avengers.
Look, there is potential. There's Wakanda. There is Wakanda at the end of the tunnel. The problem is that tunnel going to collapse before we get there?
Yes. After that, we had the Balan Wonderland, which is that weird platformy co-op-y game. It looks alright.
It looks weird.
Yeah, I like 3D platformers.
It looks weird, but interesting and potentially good.
Yeah. Also, you can dress up as a yeti and a dinosaur, I think, or that's a dragon. I don't know. I'm going to go with dragon.
Possibly. Doesn't have wings though, so probably.
I never played it when it was out on the Wii, so I don't really know what type of game it is, if I'm honest. But after that, we had Life is Strange 3 was announced, which is Life is Strange True Colors, and this looks really, really cool.
At the moment, there seems to be first things first, they introduced the cast.
Yeah.
And it's basically this main character.
She moves to basically like what seems to be like this small rural town. Small
rural like fishing village.
Yeah.
In like, I don't know, Utah.
I don't know, somewhere where there's trees.
Somewhere there's a lot of trees.
There's a lot of trees.
A lot of trees. Very small village. Everyone knows everyone kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
It looks good.
It looks quaint, beautiful, and all that. Her brother...
She goes to stay with her brother.
Yeah, and her brother dies.
And via the trailer, what we've learned is maybe he didn't die... He might have died under suspicious circumstances. Yeah. So this basically looks like we're going to have a murder mystery.
Potentially a murder mystery / conspiracy type thing. Which
yeah.
Instantly gets us interested.
So her power, because every main character for a Life is Strange game has a power... her power is the fact that she can see
and feel
basically see colours which show off
she's an empath.
Yeah, she can see basically their emotion. But
she doesn't have from what the gist is, like at the beginning of the game, she doesn't have control of her power, which means that the emotions of other people can potentially affect her and have her react to them. So that's gonna be interesting, and I don't know whether or not that will play into the whole story. It probably will, because like the thing with thing with Life is Strange is that there's always a choice / cost.
Yeah,
like the first one, obviously, the big one is like, are you going to save your friend that you've spent this entire time trying to keep alive, or are you going to save the entire town?
That's going to be hit by a hurricane.
Which one are you going to do? Because you can't do both. Which one? Are you going to let one person... Does the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one? Are you going to be Spock, or are you going to be Kirk? Which one is it? Now, if people don't get that reference, go watch Wrath of Khan. You're welcome.
Yes. I can't remember what the second one was.
Second one is the two boys.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember what the whole choice was.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think it was something to do with the way, like, he was raised, like because it was the little one, the younger brother that had the power. Yeah, and it was. I think it was. Depending on what you did, is how he would turn out. I think ? So, it's been a while. I haven't watched people play Life is Strange 2 as much as playing Life is Strange 1.
I will be honest, like Life is Strange has never really interested me before. This is the first one that I've looked at and been like,
because it's a potential murder mystery, and that's instantly going to get our interest.
Yeah, I like murder mysteries.
Like, who
did the dastardly deed? I mean, to be fair, it's the guy with the beard. It's definitely the guy with the beard. It's the guy with the beard.
Do you know what? The thing is, right, if it does actually turn out like that...
I have no affiliation with Square Enix or the people that make Life is Strange. I'm just saying that now. But it's the guy with the beard.
It's a goof. We're playing for the goof here, but sometimes when you play for the goof becomes real.
It's like when the meme becomes reality. It's just that. It's that.
Yeah. We didn't intend it to, but sometimes it happens. Anyway.
But also the good thing about Life is Strange 3, this is actually going to be the first one that's actually released as a whole game, because the other two have been released in episodes.
Yeah, I thought they said they were going to release it in episodes.
No, this one they're actually releasing it full.
Cool.
Unlike Life is Strange 1 and 2, which were released in
episodic.
Episodic. This one's actually being released as a full game.
Well, Life is Strange followed on from The Walking Dead, the Telltale game.
Yeah, it basically followed.
And basically, Life is Strange went, you think that's a good way to do that type of game?
Yeah.
Let us introduce you to a better method.
There's Life is Strange. So I know a lot of people like Life is Strange. So
to be honest, it's a good series.
It is.
It does really, really well the way it tells its story, and they're really good at making believable characters. So, I mean, hell, the free-to-play one, the Adventure of Captain.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Captain Awesome, I want to say, but I think I may be
that.
wrong. That was just a little blooming thing to tie it into Life is Strange 2.
Yeah.
And that was really well done. But yeah, it's...
The thing I like about Life is Strange is the fact that you get these really, really nasty characters that you just oh well, he's a dick right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then you slowly learn things about them, and then you just start feeling like, oh, I don't feel so bad to it.
But then there's always the villain.
There's always the villain who's always just an asshole.
For example, the teacher in the first one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think they did quite well with him, because those warning signs. I always like the ones where, like the villains, where they're not necessarily open about it at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But the storytelling and the writing and the game gives.
Yeah, if you're paying
hints.
if you are paying attention, you'll see them.
If you're paying attention to it, you'll actually notice it and go, something's not quite right here.
Yeah.
I like those.
So after that, we had the Forspoken announcement, which is the name of the game that was known as Project Anita. Anita.
Yeah.
And it looks like I want to say it's a weird isekai open world jumpy fly game.
Yeah.
Because it did generally look like she got sucked into this world, and then all of a sudden she's got like a big cape and stuff like that. But we got introduced to the main character. I don't think we heard a name.
If they did mention her name, we missed it. But she, to be honest, right, one, the scene we see her in where she's like, it's weird because it's like she's in obviously this train station, like New York Central Station. That sort of architecture.
Yeah.
So it's like modern. She's clearly modern day. And then outside is a fucking dragon.
Yeah, there's a dragon. There's
trees and fucking everything. It's almost as if like the area she was in just got fucking teleported to this place.
Yeah.
They then showed some gameplay, but it's mostly the movement mechanics and
it's probably test
stuff. But she's a magic girl.
She's definitely a magic girl, and
she looks like a badass.
She's just swimming across that fucking. But it looks pretty cool.
The
visuals are really nice.
The visuals look really nice. I am interested in the movement mechanics because it looks so fun to do. Like everyone says, one of the best things about the Spider-Man game and Miles Morales, is like just swinging across New York, zipping across New York. One of the best things, and this is trying to think what style of movement this is, because she technically just fucking, it's not Flash per se, but I'm trying to think how the fuck she moves. She just basically just,
if you've played Warframe.
Yeah.
If you played Warframe, the very fast, speedy sort of like.
That's the thing I was thinking about. Yeah.
Especially when you do the dash move.
Yeah, the dash moving, and she like her cape flows and everything,
Yeah.
and she goes really fast. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It reminds me of Warframe, but it looks
It
alright.
looks really good. It looks something to keep an eye.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely.
And to be fair, Square Enix have been kind of hitting out of the park lately, so...
Yeah, a couple of things they've really hit out of the park. The one thing they haven't hit out of the park is Avengers. They really need to fix that.
That's Crystal Dynamics, though. Square Enix are just the publishers.
I know, but still, they could turn around and go, Fix!
Yeah,
Give more content! Why are you not doing that?
They could do that, but you got to remember that they're a big corporation, so they have to be dicks somewhere.
That's very true. Well, they don't have to be dicks. Why does everyone have to? Why do they?
Because it's a rule nowadays.
I don't give a shit.
They have to be corpo. They have to be corpo.
I'm calling it out. I'm still calling it out because no, you're the publisher. You've allowed this shit to come out.
Yeah.
Fucking, if it's not your fault for doing it, bonk them on the head and go, fix it.
Fix it. No. But yeah, that was the Square Enix presentation. We also had over the weekend that's just gone, we've had the reveal of the new Tekken 7 character.
Oh yeah, I'll have to watch that.
She looks all right. To be fair, she looks pretty fun. You could easily mod in Tifa's skin for her. To be fair, because she does look like Tifa. She does not. She doesn't look like Tifa, but she looks.
Well, no, the thing
like
is, though, like the big
Tifa fights.
Yeah, no, I was about to say the big problem with Tekken at the moment is I want to make a Tifa costume, but no one has the big long ponytail. No one has a big long ponytail. No one has big long ponytail.
No, she doesn't have a big long ponytail. She does have a ponytail, but it's not massive.
Damn it. Just give me Tifa, please.
Just have Tifa. Just have Tifa be the crossover character.
Just let Tifa be the crossover character.
It might be. We don't know.
I want Tifa.
We don't know. We don't know if it's that's the last character as well, because they didn't show anything. They showed when they usually do when they show the season passes, like there was nothing blank. There was nothing after.
It did feel like there was only going to be 2 for this season, which is really shit. Calling you out on it, even though I have already paid for it, but that's because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I think that's all there's to talk about. There's a fair few things from Square Enix to look forward to by the looks of things.
Yes.
Maybe not the mobile games.
No.
We've got.
Well, actually, the like we said, the AR Space Invaders, depending on how that's implemented.
As much as they look cool, I'm not going to be touching them.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, it'd be pretty cool to be, say, outside the Chrysler building, and you do that, and they're coming down the Chrysler building.
Yeah, that's true. Or
That'd
maybe
be pretty cool. Bop, 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 bop,
yeah,
bop,
that'd be
bop,
alright. But again, anyway, that's the end of our chat. I think. I don't think.
I think we're done.
As usual, any comments about anything that we talked about, just leave a comment down below. What are your views on anything that we've talked about are greatly welcomed. And anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles, everyone.